knows that I ain't going nowhere. I ain't blowing no smoke. I mean, I've been sober, but you should've known it. I wasn't going.
Hey Z Stars! For some of you that may not know me, I'm Zainab Adisa, also known as Disa the Creator, and I'm here with my Versace cup, as you may or may not know. So now, today, we have so many to discuss, and let's dive right in. First, I'll be answering a series of questions, and I'll be saying the reason why I started this series in the first place, and everything in between. Just sit down, relax, and come with me on this journey. I turned 20 on March 19th, and I gave myself 5 years to turn my life into what I wanted, and I'm using this series to document it. So let me tell you why I started. I started this series to be able to impact people and to be able to document my own life and show my journey and inspire people in my age bracket to be able to show them you can do the things that you put your mind to, and to show also that you have the power to be able to build the life that you actually want for yourself. So nobody's coming to save you, all in all. That's why this series is here to serve as a guide and also a growth partner. The Life in 20 series is here and is running for 5 years. Now, why 5 years? Why 5 years? Well, in 5 years time, by God's grace, I'll be 25. And honestly, why not 5 years? Well, I feel like there are still a lot of things that are still going to come into play, and like I don't want to say 2 to 3 years and like pressure myself and make myself have to do too much. I make myself have to do like a lot of things just because I want to meet this threshold of 2 to 3 years, and like I know that yes, 2 to 3 years I want to do this thing. So I feel like 25 is like the real perfect bracket or age threshold for me, because I'm just like, there's NYSC, there's graduation, there is masters, there's internship, there's my business. So like a lot of things have to still take time to work their place there, and there's obviously content creation. So like I gave myself time to say, let's build this, right? But in the next 5 years, it should have reached a certain stage. What does making things really big actually mean to me? Making things really big. That's it. Well, making things really big, I would say able to impact like a lot of people, right? That's what making things really big. Like for me, I've always been the one to say, let's be able to like help people. Let's be able to provide these benefits for these people, right? So when it comes to making things really big, obviously I want the cars, I want the research, I want the big house, I want everything. Mind you, yes, I want everything. But also in the sense of impacting people, yes, I also want to impact people. So if I say I make things big, means I'm making the money I want to be making at that moment. I have the cars, I have the house, I have the good quality friends, right? I have good relationships. And then I'm also able to impact people. I'm able to provide quality services to people. I'm able to say, get good feedback. And be like, yes, we can see your work. You're doing the right thing. You're doing these things. And you are good at what you do. Yes, that's making things big for me, right? And being able to say, thanks for people around me, right? And give back to those who are giving to me. Yes. Why document it instead of just living it quietly? This documenting idea, it didn't actually come up to me because I'm the kind of person that I like to say, do things in private, and when it's now big, tell everybody. But honestly, I've realized and I've also learned from like watching people's video and everything, like the world rewards those who they actually see building things, and then they actually see giving results at the end of the day. What do I mean? I mean, you can put on your CV, I'm this, I'm this, I'm this, I'm this. But when people feel like they have walked through the process of seeing you do this, they feel like, they appreciate it more. Like they are saying, this person is actually good. Like you can see evidence that this person is actually good because you know how the person actually went before they got to this kind of place. And for me, I know how much value that I'm able to give, and I've learned that, oh, for me to get to certain places that I want to get to, I have to be ready to put myself out there. That's just the sacrifice I have to be ready to make to be able to get to that position that I want to. So why won't I make that sacrifice of saying, oh, I have to start creating content, I have to show how I got to this place and the lessons I learned, to be able to show how I've actually grown and how I'm able to actually give this quality service, how I was able to attain this level of competence and all this kind of thing, and the lessons that I've made. And if you see that, oh, I put this on my CV, I'm so person, you'll be able to, from what you have seen and what you are seeing from me, you say, oh yeah, we can vouch for this person, this is what the person has shown inside their CV, but I've also seen this. So yeah, basically that's why I'm documenting it. Yeah, how did I get here? I got here because I failed my professional exam, ICAN ATS2 financial accounting. Yes, I was devastated, I'm not going to lie, because financial accounting is a paper that, it's a course that, I teach people. Like, you say, oh, Zainab FA, you are soft today. That's what everybody says. So now, me feeling it, I was so sure, I was devastated, and I couldn't lie. And at that moment, I was like, okay, why is this happening to me? But I didn't let myself dwell on that. I'm like, okay, I failed. My Saturday and Sundays are free now. Okay, so what am I going to use this time for? What does God want me to use this time for? Now that I have this time. Okay, I say, okay, what are things that I want to do? Okay, internship. You know me at that time, I've known that I usually talk about internships a lot, and I was like, oh, internship. What did that failure open up for me? I am going to say the failure opened up a lot of things that I couldn't have imagined, and maybe I wouldn't have had time for. One thing I would say is content creation. Now, I never wanted to put myself out there in this manner. I just wanted to be, build my CV, put it on my CV, I'm this kind of person, I finished attaining this certificate, I'm like that. So now I failed. And I failed FA, I failed financial accounting, I failed the paper that I didn't expect I was going to fail. I mean, it's financial accounting. So I failed financial accounting, and I was like, how, why, when? I was crying, I was devastated, but I was like, I knew one thing was ringing in my head, and it was like, I had so much time on my hand, I had so much time on my head. What does God want me to use this time for? Like, why do I have this time now? Because Saturdays and Sunday I usually use it for ICAN tutorials and everything like that. So what does God want me to use this time for? So now I started thinking, what did I have in mind before as extracurriculars aside BSc that I wanted to do? Data analytics was there, Gele, styling was there. What's the last thing? Okay, data analytics, Gele, styling, and internship. So internship was the last thing for me. And when I started this whole content creation, yeah, or like say creating a video and put myself there, it was just to say, let me try and build a portfolio where I can maybe see if I can get internships from TikTok. People see, what can I do like that. Then I just pick up my camera one day, I say, I'm gonna make it before 20. Yes, I was like, me that I want to blow before 20. Yeah, so and that's how I started this whole blowing before 20 series, and then talking on camera, trying so many things. Yeah, basically that's how this whole series came about, everything. Yeah, financial accounting, I failed it, and that's why I'm here today. That's why you can see me. That's why there's content creation, there's even business, and there's even Gele creative, and that's why all those things are there. So then it was more of like a discovery for me, because the first videos good, the second video people were hyping, third video like that, fourth video it wasn't just going, it was a mixed emotion for me. And when I watch other people's video and I'm like, content creation is a process, you have to keep on doing, you have to keep on putting yourself out there, and I know that I am kind of person that will always stand by the code, never give up, put yourself out there, never give up, right? So now I was like, okay, for content creation, and then all of a sudden I'm just like, I want to blow before 20. I've taken it upon myself, tell you all that I'll get blown for 20. I'm sure you remember that line. So now, blowing before 20, right? And I just said, oh, I'm going to create a series where I'll be documenting things I'm doing to upskill myself and get better before 20. So now 20k, everyone was like, sorry, I'm almost turning 30, almost turning 20. What's next? What's next? So I know this kind of thing. I'm like, well, Life in 20 series is coming. Life in 20 series is coming. And now the Life in 20 series is here. So yeah, that failure was like a redirection for me and brought me to this whole new level that I wouldn't have been able to attain if I didn't fail. At some point, I was even thanking God I failed. Like, I was like, oh, my thank God I failed. Oh, my thank God I failed. Can you imagine? But yes, I was thanking God that I failed. Well, I'm currently working on my business, my content creation, because I expanded to YouTube, Instagram, and I'm just trying to manage my time, my schedule, and prioritize the things that I need to prioritize. Because when I started this content creation, my parents were like, your book, or even when I was doing Gilly, or my family members were like, oh, your book, or your BSc is your priority, your BSc is your priority, and all this kind of thing. And it made me have to prioritize, when it comes to things, BSc, it comes first. Then, I have to order it in the sense of, okay, BSc, then ICAN, then content creation, then Gele, like that. So for me, Gele at that moment was not really something that I was really pushing, but I know that when I had time, I was working on it, right? And now I've been able to like be good at it and be able to get clients. People say, oh, your works are so nice. I mean, thank you. Do you know what documenting helped me to do? Well, it helped me to be more grateful about the stage I am now. Like, I'm able to really, really look back. I mean, if you go to my Gele page now and you look back, you'll see how I'll be ranting on, oh, this is day one of me trying to perfect my Gele style, and then I'm not there yet. My round Gele is this, my this is that. The fan Gele, you wanted to make me crazy, honestly. And I was just like, well, now you see this styling fan Gele, and I'm like, oh my gosh, so bitter. I'm like, thank you. Oh, I got there, and I'm still getting there. I'm passing there by God's grace. Where's my styling business right now? Well, I just launched my business, and that is Z Style. We venture into Gele styling, face caps, event styling, and personal shopping. Now, I launched the business as a whole, Z Style, but all these things, Gele styling, personal shopping, they are things that I already introduced as I do this, yeah. But face caps was what just came in as the product and not service, right? So basically, I would say it's making me learn more about being an entrepreneur, right? I'm learning how to manage a business. I'm learning so many things, how to differentiate business from Zainab, right? Like, so many things. You have to do what you want to do for the business. It doesn't necessarily have to do with what you feel like doing. Is what does your business need at this moment? Do it. So basically, I'm just learning and having to read books because I don't want my business to fail. I don't want to look at 5 years and say, my business is not doing well. I'm pushing myself and I'm making sure I'm taking the right steps to be able to ensure that my business makes it out of the 5 years, 10 years. So that's what my styling business is for now. So what happened yesterday? Yesterday. So yesterday was Monday, 27th April, and ICAN results came out. Yes. I was so shocked when I heard ICAN results because I was like, my mind was still Thursday, ICAN results was going to come out. So I was really shocked when ICAN results came out yesterday. I was like, what? So then I did a video specially for that of me checking my results. But when I checked my results, I felt scared, but I was calm. Like, I was really, really calm. And I didn't know why. And I was like, I'm not as excited as I was or I would have been at that time if I didn't fail. But I didn't understand why I was calm. And I was like, yeah, I passed. Because I was afraid of failing again. Because I was really afraid. So all my prayer was, please don't let me fail. So now that I passed, I was like, okay, thank God. I passed my ICAN exam. Yes, I did. I did pass. I passed that financial account. I passed. How was I expecting to fail one result? I don't know. I just know that I didn't want to fail. I didn't want to fail. I wanted to pass this ICAN exam, okay? I didn't want to work again. I wanted my Saturday and Sundays booked. Can you imagine? Because I was like, oh, I miss my Saturdays and Sundays. So now finally I have my Saturdays and Sundays booked. And like, I don't know, I miss being busy. Like having to say, oh, I don't have my weekends to myself. I have ICAN. Because like, I mean, I love what I'm doing. I love all these certificates I'm getting. So yeah, I'm just one stage away from, calling myself AAT. By that time, you guys are not going to hear what actually. But then, let's wait. By God's grace. Has passing actually changed anything about tomorrow, or does life continue exactly as it was? Yes, passing has changed tomorrow because now I have Saturdays and Sundays, not for myself, but for my ICAN, right? But still me doing something for myself. It has changed, but it has not changed totally. It's just, I was already planning for ICAN, and this is how my schedule is going to be considering ICAN. And all of these results have meant if I had passed the exam the first time, I'm going to say it would have meant a whole lot for me, because that time ICAN was at the center of my exam. It was like the main extracurricular that I knew that I was focusing and putting my energy into. So at that time ICAN was a big deal, and it was just my ICAN, get the certificates, my ICAN. So even the data analytics, it was just on the side trying to say still add it. So like ICAN was a big part of my life, and at that time if I had passed, so I've been a really big, because it's like, oh yes, I'm in the TS3, I'm getting to TS3, AT, and all this kind of thing. But honestly, that failure was what I needed to be able to explore this kind of person that I am today. And I feel like I wouldn't have explored this person now and at this age, right? So yeah, I'm glad. Yes, I'm glad I failed, because now I have passed, and now I'm in ATS3, and obviously I'm putting in more efforts. By God's grace, it's gonna be a success. What does it mean now that I've passed? Now that I've passed, it means for me to be able to go extra mile to do more, right? I'm going to say that failing this exam taught me about what financial accounting actually entails now. Because for me, I was all a calculation person. I'm like, financial accounting calculation. I was relying on all the calculations I knew. Meanwhile, there's also theoretical aspects of this calculation. So now I can't surprise when you're like, we want the theory, we're not doing calculation anymore. I thought my calculation would be able to suffice for my theoretical. So now when I was preparing for this exam, financial accounting, I focused more on the theoretical because I already had a background knowledge of the calculation. So now when this financial accounting paper and exam came, I can actually brought out the theoretical, and they're like, they don't even want calculation anymore. If you see, the little calculation that was there was like, interpreting that calculation. So like they are focusing more on theoretical now and just saying, express yourself. You have to explain to us that you actually know what you are doing, right? So it's not more calculation, and it's beautiful. Yeah, I've been able to learn from it. I've been able to like learn how to be able to balance both the theoretical and the calculation part of my studies in general. With everything currently in motion, what does next month look like? Next month is packed, right? My business, our sales is ending May 3rd, right? And from there it's just posting about business, creating content for the business, just creating awareness. And then school is there, it's gonna start. ICAN is there, it's gonna start. A lot is there. What else? Gale creative is there, styling is there, it's gonna be there. So I feel like May is packed. And something about this content creation and this my whole redirected life is now I understand what they say about your time is precious. Like when I look at the things I'm doing, I will always feel, my time. Like I don't want to waste this time. Like my time is so precious to me that I have so many things to do. If I am saying I'm not doing this because of another thing, I'm like, that thing was really have so much weight and impact on my life and the life I want, for me to be able to not do these certain things to do that other thing, right? So now I really understand what it is about your time is precious. Your time is money. It's money. Like the amount of time I'll sit down and say, let me be drafting content and maybe doing another thing. Honestly, it is money. So like now I know what to say about your time is precious, right? And time management. How am I balancing all of this at the same time? Well, I'm just trying my best, and that's trying to prioritize what needs to be prioritized at this certain moment. Because I know that once school has resumed already, but like lectures haven't started. So once lectures have started, obviously I won't be able to have that much time to say, oh, do other things. That sometimes like create a structure that is able to work with all lecture schedule and me being able to read. And yeah, figuring out ICAN and all those kind of things. So basically I'm just trying to like add everything together, because now my Saturdays and Sundays are now packed because of ICAN tutorial. So like everything having to balance, having to say, oh, I'm working 2 times harder for my ICAN, for my school exam, then my content creation, then my business, right? And then my gay styling is also there too. So everything is just there. And honestly, it's just about prioritizing. So like right now, I'm just trying to use the time I have to focus on what I can and just create a structure that I know that to an extent, to a meaningful extent, I'll be able to manage. So when other things now start coming in place, I'll still be able to say, oh, I can manage it because I've already created a meaningful structure that won't exhaust me when other things come. What do I want people watching this series to take from it? I want them to see a journey of resilience, a journey of never giving up, a journey of pushing through whatever comes your way, no matter how hard it is. Just keep on pushing through, right? Just keep on doing what you know how to do best, right? Don't let one failure stop you from still being who you are or achieving certain things in your life, right? Because like I knew at that moment that I was not going to let this failure define me, right? It was hard for me to accept. And right now, if I look at myself, I say, oh, I failed. I've accepted it, I'm gone. But like I've done so many other things. Like even now, the failure doesn't even like matter to me at most, because I just know that oh, the failure was a real turning point in my life where I failed, and now I have achieved so many other things to be able to say that failure was worth it. So I just want you guys to take a lot of things. Don't give up. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a step. Content creation is a lot, and it took me a while to accept that oh, the likes, the views don't define me, and I know where I'm headed, and I will keep on pushing through till I get where I'm headed, and I'll keep on learning too, because I know I don't have it all figured out. And that's what I want people that are watching the series to know, that you might not have it all figured out, but just keep pushing through in the right way, right? Keep on following the right people, keep on doing the right things, and to surely pay off in the end. When the 5 years are up, I want to look back and talk about this period and be like, oh Zainab, I'm so proud of you. Because when I look back at my Blowing Fortune series and when I was, I'm like, I can't do all these things anymore, and that's the other truth. And I'm thankful that I did those things when I did those things, because right now I'll say, oh, I'm big, I'm 20, I can't do all these things right now, but I use my 19 to my best of ability, and I was very, I was just there. I was just doing anything and everything just to try and push myself out there. So right now, I just feel like when the 5-year series is over, right, I know definitely, because I know how hard I push myself. So definitely I'll be able to look back and say, oh, Zainab, you're doing so well. I'm so proud of you. And I know as time goes on, I'll even be more grateful about the kind of person that I'm turning into, be the kind of woman I am becoming. Because I know where I started from, right? And I know that it was my failure that turned this whole new chapter and part for me. So yeah, I'll be so thankful and grateful. And when I look back, I want to see a woman that is achieving everything she puts her mind to, that's being able to impact others, right? And also being able to do good for herself and impact people positively, and give back to those who gave back to her. So basically, I'll say about this period, I'm like, oh, then I'm so proud of you. Yes. And so, my Z stars, will finally come to the end of this episode. I really hope you enjoyed it. And if you have been able to stick with me to this moment, then you are officially a Z star. Stay safe, take care, and bye Z stars. Stay tuned. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, and let everyone know that you have been inspired by this episode. Thank you guys for watching. Stay safe, take care, and bye Z stars. Behind the scenes is coming up because this wasn't easy, I'm not gonna lie to you. But yeah, let's go with my Versace cup. Yeah.
Say good vibes only everywhere we go.